This case starts off looking like a routine plea deal, but don't be fooled. What you're about to witness is a slow unraveling of missed chances, repeated violations, and a judge who's balancing patience with accountability. Roseanne Garcia is given opportunity after opportunity to turn things around, but the real question is show many chances is to many, and by the end of this, you might be shocked at how it all plays out.
Court is calling 2022 CR 8756, State of Texas versus Roseanne Garcia. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Joe Stenberg, representing Roseanne Garcia.
Are you Miss Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you entered a plea on January 24th of no contest. That judge found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but deferred finding of guilt. According to the plea bargain agreement, the state recommends deferred adjudication. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, ma'am.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, she's a hardworking gal and she'll get out, get a job and be productive.
All right, they're asking that she be referred for DDRF placement,
For what?
DDRF, which suggests there's some mental health issues.
Full diagnosis.
Right here, things start getting serious. The court isn't just looking at a simple charge anymore, they're identifying a deeper pattern involving both substance abuse and mental health concerns. When a defendant is referred for dual diagnosis, treatment like DDRF, it signals that the court believes rehabilitation, not just punishment, is necessary. But here's the big question. Will she actually take that help seriously?
So, Ms. Garcia, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. Are you receiving any type of medications at the jail?
Just like my son at night.
And if you were released, who would you be staying with?
With my daughter.
And how old is your daughter?
She's 19.
I'm sorry, what?
19.
And how old are you?
47.
So do you have employment prospects
Yes, I do.
and doing what?
And photography. And also I have other customer service skills as well.
Photography? Okay, I don't think that's a staple.
But I do my customer service too.
All right, so I'm gonna order that you get a job when you're released. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, does your daughter have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
One. Just one. And she's 1 year old.
This moment is huge and, honestly, emotional. Drug issues, plus mental instability, create a potentially unsafe environment. It may sound harsh, but legally, the court's priority is protectionist, especially for minors.
All right, I'm not gonna let you live with your daughter. What's your daughter's name?
Danny, Maria Garcia.
And yeah.
Danny. Danny.
All right, you can't live with your daughter. So where are you gonna be living?
I would either go.
All right. Because it's obvious that you have this possession less than a gram case, so you have drug issues. Drug issues plus mental health issues do not equal you living with your daughter. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And state, unless you have any witnesses or any, you can have a seat. Thank you. All right, anything else you wish to say, Mr. Stenberg?
Well, what is CDRL?
I'm sorry, where are you looking for?
I
You mean
think
DDRF?
CDRF.
No, D. ABC DRF. It's the duly diagnosed residential facility. And they want her evaluated for that because of some issues she may have. And probation, this is Miss Roseanne Garcia.
Okay.
So I'm going to require that.
No problem.
That's going to happen while you're in custody. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the court is going to follow your agreement.
Now we're seeing the structure of her second chance. But look at the conditions: fines, community service, strict reporting, treatment programs. Mess this up, And the consequences come fast. And trust me,
Court is going to sentence you to 2 years deferred adjudication. There's $1,000 fine that will be probated. Take in consideration County Court Cause number 666050, the theft course, 150 hours community service restitution. 40 of those hours will be waived if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. The court is not requiring you to have the COVID vaccination, but if you do, 40 of those hours will be waived. What I can tell you is, I know you don't have any underage children, but if you want to supervise or have contact, well, not supervise, if you want to have contact with the 1-year-old, I'm going to require you to have parenting classes.
Yes, ma'am.
But if you don't want to do the parenting classes, then you can never have contact with that 1-year-old while you're on deferred adjudication out of this court.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
which do you prefer?
I'll do the classes.
All right, so there's going to be parenting classes, and that the court will waive the remaining of the community service hours. There's going to be proof of employment within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home healthcare provider with minors. I want the DDRF evaluation while in custody. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. The defendant is not allowed to reside with her daughter, who's Danny Garcia, or in any households with minor children. There's to be no contact with minors without permission from the court. $90 meetings in 90 days. And outpatient treatment with probation. And probation, if you can also do a referral to felony drug court. Field visits once per month. Probation, is there anything else you need? Just supportive. We'll start with that.
I apologize, but I mean.
Oh, no, you did not miss it. Thanks for bringing that up. So there'll be regular UAs. Anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your, just go around, counsel. Don't go through that. Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Ms. Garcia, make sure you are updated on everything and stay in communication with people, because everyone here is trying to help you be successful, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. All right, the court is going to call 2022 CR 8756, State of Texas versus Roseanne Garcia. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
for the defense?
Sergio Ibarra for defense. Your Honor.
And are you Ms. Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Garcia, I just have a few questions to ask of you on the record because there's been an attorney that has been appointed to represent you. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Roseanne Garcia.
All right, there was a previous attorney appointed to represent you. Had you had any contact with that attorney?
No, ma'am.
All right. And an attorney has been appointed to represent you today. Have you had time to speak with him?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And do you wish to continue with this hearing with this attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to put on the record?
Oh, and nothing, Your Honor. We do waive the 10-day preparation on this one, but aside from that, she seems to understand everything in going forward.
All right, Ms. Garcia, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Roseanne Garcia who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 8756 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram on March 20th, 2023 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
That is
Here's where things begin to fall apart. She admits to violating probation criminal trespass, and legally, that true plea is powerful. It gives the judge full authority to revoke probation and impose jail time immediately. Yet the court still considers continuing probation that shows restraint, but also raises a serious question. Is the system being too lenient at this point?
that is correct.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 1, on or about the 3rd day of August 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Roseanne Garcia, committed the offense of criminal trespass in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And Your Honor, we waive the other violation alleged in the motion.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. We're asking that you deny the motion, continue the defendant on probation. We're asking that you follow the recommendation of probation, which is the state ISF, the cognitive track, and the state is going to TIC cause number CC 714152, which is the criminal trespass, which is the new number 1 in the motion, Judge.
All right. Is that the agreement?
It is, Your Honor. We do ask the court respectfully follow the agreement in this matter. I do think that there will be some significant benefit for Ms. Garcia and by being able to have access to the personnel of the cognitive track.
All right. Ms. Garcia, are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
That is correct.
All right. Do you have a place to stay?
Yes, I do.
All right. Who do you live with, or do you live by yourself?
I do live by myself.
And are you employed?
At this night, no.
So how are you supporting yourself before you were taken into custody?
Due to the fact that I was actually getting food stamps and so forth, and I was actually trying to go to Haven for Hope as well to get the services done.
Okay. All right. So we'll do state ISF cognitive track. Of course, I'm denying the motion and taking in consideration 714152. And probation, I don't know, we're off the record. Will Camino work with her, or they only work with people who are not on probation? That community court thing that they have now. Well, counsel, if you look with the community court, they may not be able to accept her, but they may have some resources that are available for
Yes,
her.
ma'am, I will. That's a good idea. I didn't consider that could be helpful on other cases as well.
Awesome. All right. Is there anything else you need?
No, thank you.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
Thank you, Ms. White.
You're welcome. All right. Court is calling 2022 CR 8756 State of Texas versus Roseanne Garcia. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett, Your Honor.
Defense?
Will Brooks for the defendant, Judge.
And are you Ms. Garcia?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Roseanne Garcia who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 8756 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram on March 20th, 2023 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
Yes, Your Honor. Violating condition number 1, on or about the 18th day of May, 2024 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Roseanne Garcia committed the offense of possessing a controlled substance penalty group 2 less than 1 gram, violation of condition number 1.
Another violation, this time involving controlled substances. And still, the same pattern repeats: accountability and whether rehabilitation has failed.
Just one moment. Is there a supplement?
Notice
I don't believe so, Judge.
All right, so you said possession less than a gram?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what I have is criminal trespass. This is the only thing that the court has.
What I have. That's odd.
That might be an old MTR, Judge.
This is September 6, 2023.
All right, thank you. That's what I had. Okay.
Okay.
All right, how do you plead to that? True or not true?
Okay,
How do you plead to that violation? True or not true?
true, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we waive the remaining violation.
No objections,
All
Judge.
right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number one, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility
Yes, Your
and
Honor.
up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor, sorry.
No problem. Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number one?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number one true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor, and that is to enter adjudication on this case and revoke the individual's community supervision. Sentence her to 9 months in the state jail facility. And the state will be taking into consideration night mag number 765-745, which is the case you just read true to.
All right, is that the proposed agreement?
Yes, it is, Judge.
All right, what has she done on probation?
We actually did complete residential treatment, Your Honor. Although this case was picked up very soon thereafter she was released. And
That's about it.
All right, are you asking the court to follow this agreement? Are you waiving your right to appeal?
After multiple opportunities, structured probation, and access to treatment. This case is a powerful example of how, if you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 9 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. Take in consideration night mag number 765-745. Is there anything else?
The judge would just ask for credit for time she was in custody, which should cover it. She did go to ISF for a period of time, which may not be reflected in the court system.
All right, unless legally I'm required to give her credit for when she was in inpatient treatment, I'm not going to give her credit for that.
Understood, Judge.
Okay. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. And I'm going to ask for therapeutic community. I cannot force them to place you in the program, but you'll need to ask for it as well. It will not increase the time that you're in custody. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Sometimes I'll give people credit for time that they've been in inpatient treatment, but what I'm being told is you may have successfully completed inpatient treatment, but you immediately left inpatient treatment, didn't use any of the tools that you had not to use again. You're just like, okay, I'm just doing my time, doing my inpatient treatment, and you immediately leave and you pick up another case. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you're gonna have to make better choices. Otherwise, sometimes the last time you use is the last time you use. And if you have children or family members, I don't think you want them on the news having to come down and identify your body because you've got a bad batch of drugs. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right,
you're
good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it.